You can see me? Oh! It's live already. It didn't even tell me. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Wake up with me. It's your man, Tresvon Pratt, with AIM, always improving the mind. I'm in a funny space this morning, man. I'm in a funny space this morning. We're going to have to talk about endurance and stamina. The difference between endurance and stamina. Is everything is like backwards this morning. My wife is woke and playing with me in the background. Oh man. Um, let's jump right into it, right? Let's jump right into it. I'm all over the place this morning. But it's good. It's good things. Like I ain't out of it. I just rather be playing with her. Shoot. But yes, good morning. Good morning. Man. Yeah. Anybody that would like to come on and join me as a guest, the link is in the chats. Boom, there you are. That's the link. You just tap the link. I will allow you to come on and join me as a guest this beautiful, blessed morning. Man, yesterday was so filling. I, if you had to like, you ever been asked like, what would be your perfect day? What would be your perfect day? Like, so many things happen that I pray for or I want or I work towards. Like, I got to work with the youth. I got to connect with great people. The energy was out the roof. Uh, I sold some of my products, Shine. I definitely improved a lot of minds. Talked mindset to a lot of people. Uh, I saw a lot of people from my past that I love that I haven't seen in a while, right? All just like randomly. Um, you know, I got a new video game and it's on fire. I got I got to play it, right? Didn't have to work, a job. Um, went out to eat with a brother of mine. I met his wife. Took my wife out. We had dessert at home. Man, it was just oh, I can't describe yesterday. For me, it was amazing, man. It was amazing. I'm gonna continue that. I'm gonna try to keep that up. I'm not as high vibration as I was yesterday, but I'm letting everything flow. I'm letting everything flow because it is wonderful. And as y'all can tell, like I'm kind of still getting up. I'm usually more energy than what I am, but I expelled a lot yesterday. So while we here this morning, I always tell myself like I don't like having a crutch, right? I don't like having a crutch. You know what crutches are? Crutches are, those sticks that you got to use in order to walk. Anytime you mess up something on your lower body, you got to use these crutches in order to walk. You can't put no pressure on your feet or your leg or your knee or, you know, I don't want a crutch for my life. I don't want a crutch for my life. What are some crutches that people have that you may have? I tell you the biggest one that I know: drugs, even weed. Yes, even weed, cigarettes, smoking, right? So many people, "Oh, I can't do this if I don't have," you know what I'm saying? I'm not creative if I'm not high. I gotta get high in order to get into that realm of creativity. I don't want that. I wanna be able to tap into that myself, and you can, right? No crutch. Uh, I wouldn't be able to deal with life if I didn't have my cigarettes, but you can. I don't want no crutch, right? Oh, don't talk to me until I have my coffee. I know a lot of those. That's a crutch. You mean I mean, I understand routine, right? But there's something that you're relying on in order to function. I don't want anything I don't want to have to rely on anything outside of myself for anything. I don't want to have to rely on anything outside of myself for anything, right? Food. I need energy. So you need food. Now that is, more of a logical thing, but you tap into yourself. You have the energy. You just have to find it, right? Whatever you're not if you're not enthusiastic about whatever you're doing, it's not meaningful enough, right? But even if it is so and you say you need energy, as I did this morning, it's like, yo, you don't need anything outside of yourself to get that. What if you don't? Here's the problem with the crutches. What if you don't have access to them, right? You need liquid courage, but the bar closed. So what? You just not gonna go talk to the shawty because you don't got the liquid courage? No, you don't need liquid courage. You don't need something else. You don't need to rely on something else to get what it is that you need. I don't want any crutches, man. I don't want no crutches. And that's what I have built upon myself. Like, I love people. I'm a communal person. Well, I allow myself to rely on others and other things, but I don't need others and other things. I don't need anything outside of myself to just be or, to complete a task or, you know, I don't need anything outside myself to boost myself. I boost me, right? Love my baby. I don't need anything outside of myself to boost myself. I appreciate it. I accept it from anywhere, right? But I don't need. So to get rid of the crutches, to get rid of the crutches is to become self-reliant, right? And I don't want that to because we don't want selfish, like bogartingly selfish. I don't want that to where, like I said, I'm communal. I'm giving, I'm generous, I'm loving. I want other people, right? I'll put you in position to succeed and I'll give you opportunities and I would love to take you up on opportunities as well and stuff like that. I'm not I'm not so selfish that I only self. That's where I talked about that unhealthy isolation. It's where you isolating out of fear, right? This is where I was talking about where you're just backing away from people. It's more of a fear-based thing. No, this is more so just being in tune with self and understanding that everything like I'm gonna say this quite a few times. All answers are within. God is within, right? Everything that you want or need, you find in yourself. All of the clarity, every time I've ever been confused or like needed clarity, mental clarity, I didn't need that outside of me, right? even within my therapy sessions and all of that stuff, I usually come to my own revelation. It's like, yo, you know what you need. You have what you need. You have what you need. You just got to find it within yourself. Courage, you have it, right? Creativity, you have it, right? Confidence, you have it. Energy, you have it. Love, support, you have it. Everything that you need, you already have, right? Somebody be like, oh, well, I need $1 million. Well, you already have the characteristics to do something to get that. You just got to tap into it and unleash it. Right? So how do you become self-reliant? How do you detach from the need of outer things, right? My brother Paul said, well, we all are our own worst critic. I'd rather be my biggest cheerleader. Said we all are our own worst critic, but I'd rather be my biggest cheerleader. Accept yourself, love yourself, man. Become your own best friend, man. What's up, bestie? Become your own best friend, man. This is what true confidence is. Confidence is full trust and belief in self assuredness. That's what confidence is. So if you think that you have to rely on anything outside of yourself, means that you're not fully confident. You're not fully confident. And anything that I saw the downside, right? I used to be in the studio or like anything like that. I know some people who, like, they won't even eat until they at a certain level buzz, right? And then you see the guys with the beer belly. It's usually older guys, but I see younger and younger guys because it's a habit with the beer belly. They drinking 1 to 6 beers every night. I get routines. I get it. Like you want to wind down from work, right? Got to have a drink. I have a drink occasionally, but I don't have to have. I don't drink every day. I don't smoke at all, right? What is some type of addiction that you have? I do believe there are good addictions, but to have an addiction, to be addicted, to have, I kind of cringe at that, man. I kind of cringe at that because there's always a possibility of not having. This is like even more cringeworthy. But what if you get addicted to doing push-ups and you lose an arm and you can't do single arm push-ups yet? What if you lose both limbs? You can't do push-ups no more. You know what I mean? So what? You just gonna stop? You just gonna like never feel good again? No. What's the feeling that you got from the crutch? What's the feeling that you get? What's that buzz that you get from smoking, right? That numbness that you get from drinking, bro. You can tap into that. You don't need an external force to do or feel however you want to feel. This is more so self control. This is more so self reliance. I want you to be self-reliant. I want you to be able to do whatever. This is why mindset. I want you to be able to do whatever that you set your mind to, right? I want you to be able to make your own decisions. A lot of people are indecisive. A lot of us are. And nobody's perfect. I've been indecisive in moments too, right? But I want you to be able to make your own decisions. There are people who completely don't decide things for themselves. You know, for whatever the circumstance, whatever the reason, somebody else has to make the choice. Don't be that person, right? I want you to recognize, like, I want you to recognize and manage what you're dependent upon. Because a lot of us don't even realize, like, you done fell into a habit, right? And don't even realize until you're in a situation where you are going without, then you like, I don't have. You might be going crazy a little bit. And that's usually the awareness. That's usually the trigger that's like, why do I feel like I need? How many people can go without their phone? How long? I don't have my phone. Hey, I'd have been late to work because I left my phone at home. I need to go back, get my phone, right? And there's other days where I left my phone. Oh well, it'll be there when I get back. Like I cannot be solely reliant upon anything. Anything. Remember, got TD says age can force you to give up things. You may have to quit smoking. Yeah. Uh, just because you have to don't mean that you do. There's a lot of people that should stop smoking, and they do not, regardless of the age, regardless of the circumstance. They're so reliant upon it that mm-mm. Same thing for the phone. I wasn't even thinking about the phone, but that is a huge thing that the society is like attached to. You take a phone from anybody. I want to say from a kid, but from anybody, you take the phone away, they get jittery, they get nervous. It's like, oh my God, I'm in the real world and I don't know what to do. Right? They start to go a little crazy. They might even spaz out. They might lash out at you, you know? They might. Like, where's the phone? Where's the phone? They go crazy, man. Stop everything. Cause I can't do nothing without this little device attached to me. You know what I'm saying? That's messing up my equilibrium. Nah, man. I would hope age. So phones are integral parts of our lives now, like clothes, cars, or buildings. Yeah. But even those things, I still kind of detach from. Like, maybe it's just my mentality of self-reliance or confidence or whatever you may call it. But like, if I was to be no shirt, could I be comfortable? Right? Could I be comfortable seeing with no shirt? So I don't. Sounds crazy. I'm not super reliant on clothes. I think my wife might be the only person that truly understands what I mean by that when I say that. Or cars. Cars was a form of transportation, right? So many people nowadays don't know how to ride a bike. So many people, I'm like, yo, the store around the corner, car broke down. Still want to go to the store, walk to the store, right? You're super reliant upon other things. You're like, I can't go nowhere. You can. You have the most mobile devices on you. Use your feet. Buildings too. I love a building. Don't get me wrong, but there's been many events that hey, we couldn't find a spot. We're gonna do this outside. Trust and believe. I've had many events where it's like, yo, we can't find a spot, but we can still gather. Let's go, to a park. Let's go outside. Let's just meet over here in this, not in this field. Well, technically, let's just meet over here, out here. We good right here. Got documents to share and everything. It's okay. We outside. We outside. I think when we get rid of that mindset of reliance, I think outer reliance is it's limiting. I think outward reliance is limitation. And I don't want us to have any limitations. I don't want us to have any limitations. I don't want any limitations. I don't want any crutches. So if I want to do or say or be, then I will do, say, or be. Right? Like regardless of the outward, I'm going to push. And that's what I want for everybody. Like I'm not relying on other things to feel right. I'm not relying on other things to do, even if those things are deemed a necessity, right? We need to have a phone call. If this phone call can't happen, there are other means of communication. Maybe we should just meet in person, or you could write a letter, or there are other means, right? There's always a way, and reliance, outward reliance, makes it, like I said, it's limiting. It's limiting to me. It's limiting to me to say that this is the only way, that this is the only thing that can happen, possibly. Like no, no, and this is what I need in order to. No, you have what you need, right? You have what you need. So recognize your dependence and then start to manage it. You shouldn't be too attached to anything to where it would completely break you if you don't have it. And that goes for people, that goes for uh, drugs, alcohol, stimulants, right? That goes for your phone and technology, right? That goes for anything towards the creativity process. It goes for everything. Like we have to learn to detach and trust and believe. That is a big thing for me because I attach to people. When I love hard, right? I love hard. So a lot of people can't reciprocate my love, can't accept my love, and I've had to manage the doses of love that I give to people. It's still there. It's still like I want to do more. I want to embrace you more. Like, and I've had to learn like detachment in that sense. Like why do you feel like you need this person? Right? Why do you have to have a good interaction with everybody? I had to learn detachment, for myself when it came to people and trying to create moments instead of just letting it be, just letting the moment happen. Right? I've had to learn that because it's like, yo, you're relying on other people's fulfillment to feel fulfilled. Right? I don't do that no more. I still want to help. I still love, but I'm not attached to other people to the point where I'm reliant on their success in any area for me to feel successful. Am I making sense to anybody? Am I making sense to anybody? I think we have to work on detachment, and there's a great book that really helped me see detachment for the good that it is. See detachment, not attachment, detachment, for the good that it is. And that is Think Like a Monk by Jay Shetty. That book, he explained detachment, of course, not to get too far off the point, but he went into the monkship. He became a monk, right? He became a monk. So that literally is detaching, and learning and like unifying one with uh the spirit, and the spirit is all around you, also within you. You know, everything outward is a reflection of in, right? So he did that, and um he described detachment beautifully. So I advise people to get that book if you want more insight on what it means to detach. Like it doesn't mean that you don't want. It doesn't mean that you can't have. It doesn't mean that you don't care anymore. It doesn't mean that you're cutting off and burning bridges. It just means that you accept yourself within all situations, within all relationships, within all everything, within all. You accept yourself, and you accept, like, detachment is acceptance, right? Says, my point is this: people have criticized giving phones to poor people as if it is some extravagant thing. Try getting out of poverty without internet connection. Hmm. Said, getting a job, right? Said, getting a job, renting home, cars, anything, it is an integral part of how we live our lives. I get that. I get that, right? I get that. But what I'm promoting is self-reliance, right? Because I know people who've had, who six-figure earners, and then whatever they was doing crashed. They're not earning that six figures no more, and have gotten homeless, got a family and everything. Pursue the happiness. You know, I know people who have gotten, once you achieve certain things, right, you'll understand the true meaning, the true purpose, the true why behind a lot of stuff. I think this is why mobile homes, tiny homes, all of that stuff is in place for a lot of people. They realize they don't need that much space, right? They rather be outside. There are people who are homeless by choice. They don't want to have, a overhead. There are people who only ride bikes, right? So it's an integral part of how some of us choose to live our lives, how most of us choose to live our lives. Getting a job, renting a home, cars, anything is an integral part of how most of us choose to live our lives. But you don't have to. And I'm not promoting, any different lifestyle. It's just do and find what's right for you. And you only know what's right for you by accepting yourself and what you truly want, right? But how are you going to even know yourself if you have any types of crutches? If you have to have anything outside of yourself, how do you know yourself? If you have to have anything outside of you to be, like, this car doesn't make me who I am. This job doesn't make me who I am. This house doesn't make me who I am. I make me who I am, right? This weed don't make me who I am. This weed didn't create the creativity in me. No, the creativity was already there. This alcohol did not make me courageous. No, the courage was already there. This coffee didn't wake me up. No, this coffee didn't give me the energy and the tolerance to deal with the day. No, the tolerance and the energy was already there. You don't need to rely on outside external things for what you already have inside. You have it all. You have it all. You have everything you need inside of you to bring out the outside result. And this way, a lot of people get stuck in the mindset realm. This is why some people refuse to improve themselves, but they want to improve their situation. When you improve yourself, you improve your situations, your circumstances. When you improve your internal, when you work on yourself, everything outside of you has to be a reflection. There's so much chaos in the world. It sounds like you have a lot of chaos inside because there's beauty in the world, there's magic in the world, there's peace in the world, there's heaven on earth, but you see hell. Why you see hell? It's because you're going through hell internally. I see peace. I just explained like how amazing of a day, like it was almost unbelievable and overwhelmingly joyous yesterday. I, I almost couldn't believe how good that day went. But then I looked at how much I've been doing, right? How much I've been doing internally, how much inner work I've done. And I looked how far I've come. Like all of the progress I've made on my own internal goals, on my own stuff. And this is just the outward reflection. This is just the result of the inner work that I've done. Same for y'all. Same for everybody who is watching this. You change the way you view things, and the things you view change. Change starts within. If you want better, do better for yourself. Be better to yourself. Give better to yourself. And the external has no choice but to improve as well. It has no choice but to improve as well. So I want us to become self reliant in that sense. No crutches. When you don't have to rely on anything, like I said, my example was the studio. Like we go in the studio, somebody's like, "Oh, I don't have my weed. I can't get right until I get right." Right? I can't be creative until I'm in that zone. I need something to put me in that zone. I need a pen and pad to write. Me, I would go in the studio. I had built and developed myself to go in the studio. I don't need no beat. I don't need no crowd. I don't need pen and pad. I don't need any substance. And I'm over here just like fluently creating. I learned how to tap into that zone for myself. And I'm looking at everybody else around me like, yo, like y'all slowing down, y'all not making progress, y'all done wasted all of the time that we had looking for external things or done canceled schedules, you know, because you don't have or you didn't get a chance to get like, no, Nah, man. I don't want no crutches. I don't drink coffee, right? For the last few weeks, I haven't eaten anything in the morning. I love breakfast, but I haven't eaten anything in the morning. And yet here I am, energetic, woke every morning, because I know I have it. Even if I don't feel it in the moment, I know I have it within me. This morning, like I said, I expelled a lot of energy yesterday. I went to bed just a tad bit early, really not really. Woke up at the same time and no alarm. And I was like, yo, I can go back to sleep. And then I was like, I ain't gonna do that. I wanna go live. Even though I'm still a little tired, even though I'm still a little sleepy, I know I have the energy to do what I want to do. Let me get up. I got up and here I am. Right? I know I have everything I need in me. I have all of the capabilities. I have the whole arsenal is ready. I just got to unlock it. The whole arsenal is ready. I just got to unlock it. So I want you guys to be self reliant in the sense of you don't need or depend on external things for what you already have within. For what you already have within. You don't need something outside of yourself to feel good, to feel happy, to feel loved, to feel support, to feel energy, to feel, you know, motivated, confident. You don't need anything outside of yourself to feel. And I want you to know this. I want you to hone in on this. From this live, I want you to like pay attention to your routines, to your habits. Pay attention to your routines, to your habits. What are some things that are outside of you that you are solely dependent upon? If you didn't have it, you'll go crazy, right? I want you to acknowledge these things. It's not a bad thing to have things that you rely upon, but I want you to acknowledge your dependence upon, external things, especially things that can be managed. If you didn't have it, you'll go crazy. Acknowledge these things. If you bold enough, write it down, right? The phone. I got a book that I could recommend to you. I actually did a read and review on it. It's called Attention Management, and it gives practical things that you could do to uh, deviate away from having to have that phone on you, right? And it's a process. Everything that I'm saying is a process. Like I don't expect you to watch this and be like, I ain't smoking no more. Cold turkey usually doesn't work, right? I don't want you to watch this like I ain't gonna never drink again. Like I don't like I get the feeling, right? Like I said, I like to have a drink. I don't smoke, but I understand the feeling. I understand the vibe, right? I just don't want no reliance upon those things. No addiction to those things. The phone too. I had to separate from my phone. Look at me, bro. I'm a creator. I'm a content creator. When you get in that realm, you think you always need to have your phone on you. I'm a content creator. I'm an entrepreneur. A mindset coach. So it's like, yo, at any given moment, I can have anything happen, and it could be the thing. I need to be able to be connected. I need to be able to be contacted, right? My phone, right? Any ideas I get, I need to be able to create them. I'm a content creator, right? I don't got no outside camera. I'm using my phone for the creation, editing. I always have something to edit. There's always more content to create, right? If I get a sale, I need to respond. And anybody commenting that's in- interested in Shine, right? I need to be able to respond. It's a possible sale. It's a possible client. So you talking about attachment to a phone, huh? It had got so bad for me. My attachment to my phone was starting to cause a separation in my marriage, and it wasn't nothing sexually, which I was confused. I was like, yo, like ain't nothing. Being a good guy, a faithful guy, like it's not easy, right? Like it's like, yo, I ain't did nothing, but it's still when you have problems that aren't including the opposite sex, you know what I'm saying? You have real problems. My phone started to come between my marriage, you know? I need to lay off this phone. I be bringing the phone to bed, just let me just play this game on my phone till I doze off and wonder why I wake up with the phone in my hand. And as soon as I get up, I'm checking the phone. I'm not with myself, right? So now, you got to put the phone down, right? Now listen to wife when she tells me, put the phone down. You've been on it all day. All right, because she paying attention. Thank you. Put the phone down, to get some good rest. And when I wake up, even though I'm in this realm, I don't check my phone. I don't check my phone. I get up, I use the bathroom, whatever, right? And I just spend some time in silence to myself, however long I might need. And then I decide, all right, it's time. After I give myself some time, I can give my time to the world now. But I have to give myself time first. I can't just jump to the phone. I can't just jump on social media. It's not going to be something necessary for me. Even if it's a motivational post, it might make me feel like I'm lacking in that area. So it did the opposite of motivating me. A lot of motivational posts for people aren't motivational for me. It's like, yo, if they ain't calling you as much as you calling them, cut them off. They not your friends. Well, maybe it's just how this friendship is set up. Like I understand relationships. I understand friendships, right? You might be the friend that they talk to, and they have friends that only talk to them. I have friends that I talk to way more than they talk to me, right? I'm there for them. I love them, but it's just the dynamic of some friendships. You don't need to cut everybody off. And that'll make you question it though. Like if that's the first thing that you waking up and seeing, that'll make you question it. So I don't get on social media right away, and I really only get on social media to post. Once I start scrolling, it starts showing me any and everything that I'm not even paying attention to. All of the suggestions, right? They try to put sex right in your face. And you can't knock it, especially as a guy. Like some gonna catch your eye. The best distractions. And I'm like, yeah, nah, I don't need to be distracted. So when I go to social media, it's tunnel vision. I'm making a post. Did anybody respond? If it's somebody that I already know is posting the same type of content as me or something that I find valuable, I might check it out. Might check out their story. I might check out their feed. But I ain't scrolling because I know what that's gonna lead me to. It's just gonna keep me in distraction. I don't need to be distracted. You feel me? All of that helped me with my attachment to the phone. And it wasn't until like my wife was like, yo, like, I feel like you choosing that phone over me. Whatever's on that phone is more important than me. You feel me? And I was like, nah. But actions have to align with the words. Consistency and communication. I'm consistently showing you that I'm choosing this phone over you. I'm not even making eye contact with you when you're talking to me, right? I'm not even in the conversation because I'm scrolling, meaninglessly scrolling. You feel me? And it's like at the like she say something, and I'm like, "What'd you say?" And I put the phone down there. "What'd you say?" And she been talking for the last 10 minutes. Put the phone down now. "What you say?" And she's like, "Okay, so you really wasn't paying attention to me." You get tired of that. Let me tell you, you get tired of that. And it's vice versa. Anybody. You don't want to talk if you're not gonna be heard, if nobody's gonna listen. What we said was the most common issue in communication? Listening. This is a distraction, right? It could be the greatest tool. It's right here. It could be the greatest tool, but it's also a big distraction. This distraction. You ever notice like the best blessings can be the worst? You know what I'm saying? This is a gift and a curse. Like the best could be the worst. Like an augmented reality. The best could be the worst. It's all on how you use it. So all of that TD hopefully helped you with the whole phone situation. I had to start managing my time on the phone, right? I turn my sound off on my phone. I don't need to know when I get every notification, right? I'll check whichever notification whenever I check it. Whenever I have a time when I check my phone, and it's usually after I'm done the necessity of the day, right? And then I'll respond. This is why I say, like, when it comes to communication, if it's electronic, if you texting me, emailing me, DMing me, I may miss it or I may respond the day later or whatever because I'm not always on my phone. I'm not. I'll get a phone call way quicker because I got it set up. You can manage managing technology. You can manage your technology to like I only get notifications for phone calls. Like my phone will only vibrate for a phone call and an alarm. You know what I'm saying? Those are the only notifications that I really like. I feel it. You know, I'm not getting notifications for Instagram. I'm not getting YouTube notifications. I'm not getting email notifications. That's like urgent. I don't get that. You can manage this stuff. This is attention management. That's what the book is called, attention management. And that book would definitely help everyone when it comes to reliance on anything external, but especially that phone. That phone is I think that might be the main thing, man. And I ain't even realize it. I was talking about crutches when it came to like drugs and alcohol. Now the people need that liquid courage and that stimulation for creativity or peace. You're not at peace if you're not high. Mm-mm. But I'm realizing that phone is like trumps those. Like that's the main one. That's the main one. That phone. So try to be more self-reliant, people. Try not to have anything outside of yourself because you have everything within you to do, to create, to be. And this is another way that you're authentically yourself, right? Your identity isn't attached to the thing, right? You see somebody like they always on their phone, like your identity is attached to that phone. I don't want anything that I gotta be super reliant upon like that. And I don't want that for you all either. So let's be self-reliant. You're gonna be unstoppable when you don't rely on external things. You're unstoppable. Can't nothing stop you. You're gonna continue to move. You're gonna continue to move because you don't need, you can't be stopped. You're not gonna stop. You're not gonna intentionally stop yourself to find something else to continue. You know you got it in you. You know you got it in you. And that's what I want for all of us. This is all of the, I think that's the journey for self-development, self-improvement, right? I think that's the journey so that you can be reliant upon self. So it's not forceful, so it's not threatening, so it's not, you know, limiting. We don't want no limits, we don't want no crutches. That's my spiel for the day. Love you guys. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you, TD. Man, you always give me the energy. I do appreciate your energy, my guy TD. Thank you for being here. And man, we gonna just be great. If y'all have any inquiries, anything that any topics that I could cover, any info that you may want, anything, man, y'all reach out to me. I'm on social medias, here. Y'all could comment on any video, I'll see it, everything. Much love, TD, my guy. And I'll be seeing you guys in the morning. All right.